Well, hi there everyone, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Monster, where you can see I have made, well, a few changes around here, not many. I've put a bit of a stone floor in, built the back wall up, and put a few torches in, just so I'm not getting swamped by mobs, although they'll just spawn out there and walk straight up to me. So today we can finally get on with what is going to be in here, which, if you know many mods, you might be able to guess by the shape that we are finally going to start doing a little bit of Tinker's Construct. Now, actually, I don't normally do Tinker's Construct, but I thought it might be a bit fun. Plus, I want some decent tools for some of my future plans, which will be going on out there, and that is getting really quite full. I'm going to soon need another drive in that. The bottom one is the 16, isn't it? It is. So, Tinker's Construct. What are we building in Tinker's Construct? We are going to build a Smeltery. The Smeltery is a rather cool multi-block. If I quickly type in Smeltery, you can see there's all these bits and pieces to it. They all need seared bricks, which is all made from grout, which is all made from clay, sand and gravel. With a bit of luck, those are things that we all have lots of. So I'm going to make up a load of clay bricks. That is probably nowhere near enough clay bricks. We should have a decent amount of sand. We're still trying to make it because of that immense amount of glass that we made when we messed up how to do the cyclic assemblers, which was annoying. But we can put all those in, and we've got a stack, nearly 2 stacks of gravel. Do we have any, is it called essence? It is called essence. We've got a bit of water and earth, but the rest is out here. And if you remember, this is what we were using, sun's going down, to make clay with. Yeah, we've got a good stack of each. That is fine. That will be a lot of clay. Now, can I remember the recipe off the top of my head? Is it that way round? It is. So that's stack upon stack upon stack upon stack of the stuff. I'm probably best off putting that in through that, because it will get it in quicker. And we can make up more stacks. I'll keep some clay separate, shall I? Whatever. The grout. The grout goes into a redstone furnace where it gets cooked up. When it gets cooked up, it turns into a seared brick. We need lots and lots of seared bricks. I should be able to nip down here and probably use this furnace. It's got lead going through, but when that's done, I'll put some grout in. Is everything else working? That's the pulverizer. That's the redstone furnace that makes glass, but it is on a timer. Ah, the cyclic assembler. The ME level emitter went off and it has stopped filling up with stone, so that is perfect. It worked. That is amazing. Right, the grout down there is going to come straight in. These ones aren't. So let's take a look at these. These are seared bricks. I don't have many of them yet, but I can use them much like the normal bricks, and you get these seared brick blocks. 5 of them is nowhere near enough. So I may just have to wait a little while whilst those do cook up. I will want 9 for the base, and then I shall want things other. I'm not going to build a very big one of these, especially not on camera, because there's no great reason to. So the first thing that we need is to go outside in the dark and get attacked. If I could only get through the door. First thing we need is a 3x3 base of these bricks. So that is 9 bricks. They don't look bad actually, do they, in this texture pack? Sort of just dark and menacing. And that's a really annoying vine. Can I get you out? Where's it jumping off? Where is it coming off? It's coming off there. It will come down fast with an axe. You can see why I want tinkers, because I've got all these silly little bits and pieces of weapons which are all half used. Right, let us go back through. So you need lots and lots of those bricks. Another thing that you need is the Smeltery controller. That's the brains of the Smeltery. It is just bricks in a squircle. And can I get a bit more grout on the go, actually? Sand is being cooked. Gravel we should just have so much of that we don't even know what to do with it. So gravel, sand, and that is stone. Did I make more clay blocks? Oh, please tell me I made more clay blocks. There we go. They went in here. So that's another 8, at which point I ran out of sand because I picked it all up. Another nearly couple of stacks. Stick those in there, take these down here. Perhaps I should have more furnaces lying around. That's the grout. That's more grout. But generally, I think it's okay. Right. Yep, okay. So let us make up a Smeltery controller. That's one of these. We only need one of those. Now to get, I'm not going to fully automate this because I'm not going to do lots with it. Here's my plan. I could fully automate it. It is fun to do. I'm going to need a couple of Smeltery drains. This is where you get things out of the Smeltery. You combine that with a seared faucet, which I don't have, but it is something like that, or maybe that. That's a casting channel. That should be the casting basin, which I will need one of. I have forgotten my seared faucet recipe. The seared faucet, oh, it's just that easy, is it? So I'm going to need 2 of those. 1, 2, so that's 2 drains. I only really needed 1. A casting basin, I will need a casting table. Bricks of the seared variety, which I think is like that. A casting table, and as many more of these as I can get. 4 is insufficient. That may be sufficient. It may be sufficient. Oh, I've got to go up 2 to give myself room to put the bits in. I am talking to myself a little bit here. Apologies for that, guys. Okay, so what have we got? Seared bricks. I'm going to need an entire row around the outside of those. Then another layer up on the top, which will contain my controller. I could put the controller down, but I'll put it up for neatness. So yes, I'm going to need quite a few more bricks. There are... Oh, I've got a load in my inventory. Handy, handy, handy. Plonk. Oops. Plonk another 11. So I think we are getting there. So, yep, we are. That's the entire base level built. You don't need them in the corners. You do not need them in the corners. That saves me a few bricks. There is a chunk loader down there. I don't know if I've shown you that, but I've needed to put another chunk loader in to keep everything loaded. So controller drain. Yep, the entire front face will be things like that. So a pair of drains facing, is that the right way? Yep, that's the right way. There and there. The Smeltery controller shall go in there. And then I just have to put in a few more seared bricks. 6 is just the right number. And then that should... I've forgotten something. I have forgotten the what is it called? I think it's called a tank. Industrial Smeltery controller, drain, seared bricks. Is it a seared tank? Seared glass, seared tank, seared window. It's the seared tank. It is glass with the bricks. You need one of these. You need one of these because the smeltery needs some sort of fuel to work off. And the fuel it uses to work off is lava, which is really handy because gas? No, glass. Because lava is something we have an awful lot of. So it will not be any sort of problem. Now that might work. It is, I think. Seared tank, smeltery drain, I think that's all working. Let's go and get a bit of lava out of the engine room. Which, by the way, hasn't changed much. I think I showed you I had all 6 of those in. It's been so long since I was in here, I can't remember. Let's steal a couple of lava buckets. That is losing power. I don't know why that is particularly losing power. Probably because we've got so many machines working in the factory. But there's enough of a battery there, I think, to hold it. For now, I don't know exactly where the other redstone energy cube is. I'm sure you guys can tell me because you saw it in the videos and I have forgotten. So seared tank with lava in. Smeltery. Oh, I feel like I've messed something up here. I really do. The drains go on the front of these. That much is right. Seared tank, smeltery controller. I mean, surely that shouldn't work. Unless... Okay, it's working there. That's working. That's spotted it's got fuel. Why was it not working on the level above? That much I don't know. I hope that if I put something in here I should be able to cast it out. There's only going to be one way to find out. Let us get some things. I don't know why I've still got seared bricks there. Okay, so ores. aluminium ore, we're finally going to get around to use it. I'm also going to get some copper. I might need to colour those steps a different colour so I don't keep running up the wrong ones. Right, all that you should need to do is pop aluminium into here. It is. Okay, you can see this is heating up. That's what this means. The amount of lava is going down as it heats up. What it is doing, you can see the aluminium is in there. And whatever you do, don't fall into this when it's melted. It is heating these up. These are going to melt, and then I'm going to cast them. I'm going to cast them out using this, which is the outputs. Now, it isn't actually very pretty having them right in front of the tank like that. It is just unfortunate that I've done it that way. And here we have a casting table. Okay, you use the casting table to make casts. You can see we now have molten aluminium in there. And you can see it's here. Now, if I put in a bit of copper and melt that in, let's see what happens. What should happen is that we should get aluminium brass. Aluminium brass is what I want to use to make up the casts, because I don't, come on, please work. I don't want to use gold, which is the other thing you can use. Now, that is not everything we need for Tinker's Construct to get this working. Other things that we are going to need are these: the tool stations, the part builder, and the stencil table. So what I might actually do, let's see if this is going to work. There we go, we've got 4 molten aluminium brass, and it looks like there's a bit of something else. Yeah, there's 3 bits of aluminium. So that is, this is an ore doubler, by the way. It doubles the amount of ore you get, so if you put 1 in, you get 2 out. So let's just put in a few of these and just chance to look, and in the meantime quickly go and make these other parts. Right, we want to make a tool station that is a blank pattern. Blank patterns we will need a lot of. They're really easy to make. They are sticks and jungle wood. Can I make up an entire stack? I can. That makes it so easy. Just needs a crafting table to go with it. Do we have a crafting table? Of course not. That did not work for some reason. Planks, just type in planks. Make up a stack, why not, of crafting tables. That's used up all my wood. That was a bit silly actually, I didn't realise it would do that. Wood, wood, glorious wood. Mangrove wood, oak wood, jungle wood, jungle wood, jungle wood planks. Stack, stack, half a stack. That's fine. So we can now build up one of these. This is a tool station, perfect. We need a part builder, which just uses wood. 1 part builder. We need, do we need a patterns chest? No, we don't, I don't think. We do need the stencil table, which is wood and a blank pattern. Isn't that what the other one was? Apparently not. Okay, let us go out here. What else will we need? We're going to need several more things, which I cannot think of off the top of my head, so let's just go straight out. Paper, I think. So we can just line these up out here. We should really get a chest as well. One thing with Tinker's Construct is it does give you books as you actually create these things to tell you what to do with things. They're really interesting actually, and really handy. It shows you all the things you can make. So that's really handy, but I'm not going to read them just now on camera because I know what they say. Part builder, then tool station. So the stencil table, this is where we make stencils. You need paper in here, I think, to make them. I will be doing this next time, I think now. Parts builder is where you can make parts. tool station where you put your tools actually together. This will all make sense soon, but we are going to cast parts using this and turn them into things on here. And we're going to turn them into pretty awesome weapons which can do pretty awesome things. That's some nice aluminium brass. Did I actually get it right? No, I did not. But pretty close. But that will be next episode, guys. We now have a working smeltery and working parts, which is really rather awesome. So I'm looking forward to the next episode where I get to make some tools. But until then, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. Do remember to leave a like and a subscribe if you did, because that does help so much. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.